Hi, friends. Welcome back to Sorta Awesome. I'm your host, Meg Teets. I am so happy, you guys. The internet, the technology tried to come against us. It's not even Mercury in retrograde, but it felt like it for a hot minute. But I have my very dear friend and Sorta Awesome regular, Julie Tepperman, here with me today. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Meg. It's so good to be here today.
I am so thrilled that you're here. Truly, we've spent like 20 minutes just trying to get the tech to work.
Yes.
I feel
Yes.
very attacked by technology in this moment, but here we are. And you were just showing me that not only are you here to share with the awesomes the bounty that you always bring in what's great in products right now, in hacks, in just things we need to know about, but you also brought props. You brought props for the people to see.
I brought a lot of props.
What we're talking about. So I'm so
I walked
excited.
into the office today I was carrying many bags when I walked in this morning. So I got a couple of sideways looks, but
yeah.
Well, we have an event tonight, so I think they just thought I was bringing all the new outfits. So little did they know that's not what it was about.
They're like, just another day for Julie. She just brings stuff all the time.
Right. Right.
Well, you guys know if Julie's here, we are going to be talking all things awesome in products right now. And also just like hacks, like not just stuff to buy, but things to do, things to keep your eye out for. Julie always hooks us up. In fact, Julie, you were sharing some of this with me on Voxer, just like in our regular conversation talking. And I was like, whoa, wait, like this is a whole episode right here. So that is what we are doing today.
It was actually helpful. Scrolling through and seeing what I sent you, it made it very easy to plan for today.
It's because you sent me visuals in our Voxer chat as well.
Yes.
Which is always helpful. So we've got all kinds of good stuff from Julie and I here today on Sorta Awesome. Welcome back, Awesomes, to the show that is all about helping you be smart, strong, and social. If you are looking for a community of women to support you no matter what age or stage of life you are in, I'm so very happy to tell you that you've come to the right place. In fact, yes, we love that you push play on Sorta Awesome here in your podcast app, wherever you're listening to us, whether that's Apple Podcasts or Spotify or any of the places where podcasts are found. We love that. And we also would love for you to make sure that you've joined us in one of our social media communities. Come find us on Instagram at Sorta Awesome Show, where we are adding a little extra awesome to your Instagram feed, or come over and find us in the Sorta Awesome Hangout on Facebook. It is truly the heart of our community. You guys, the holidays, they are coming for us. And this is the time where you want to be connected with the awesomes so we can support you through the months ahead. So, Julie, we have so much good stuff. Like, you sent me various editions, various iterations of your list of things that you want to cover today. I know we have so much to get to, but before we do, let's go ahead and start this show the way we always do with our Awesomes of the Week. If you're new to Sorta Awesome, Awesome of the Week is the moment in the show where we stop and talk about whatever it is that's making life a little more awesome right now. Could be a book or a TV show, a movie, a podcast, a product, music. Did I say music already? I don't know. An
it's
app.
Worth mentioning multiple times.
Yes,
a recipe.
Totally.
What a great idea.
Recipe. That reminds me, Julie, what do you have for your Awesome of the Week?
I have the world's easiest recipe for Awesome of the Week. So I as you know, as Meg, I have been going through a particularly intense couple of months. My father passed away, world events. There's just been a lot going on. And I realized I have been making this recipe a lot, and I don't think I have ever shared it. So this is a baked chicken breast. It's boneless, skinless chicken breast from the blog, the website, Give Me Some Oven. Of course, I will give you the link.
Yes.
Here's how it works, Meg. It's very, very easy, like embarrassingly easy. 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of smoked paprika, half a teaspoon of garlic powder. This is all you need, plus your chicken. That's all the ingredients, all of it.
Amazing.
Yes. So, and when I tell you, this this chicken is finished in 25 minutes, like start to finish, go. You walk in the door, you open your boneless, skinless chicken breast, you mix those spices together. Now, the recipe is going to say you need to brine the chicken. I have literally never done that, and it still comes out amazingly well. The
Shortcut number
recipe
one
says
right
that you
there.
should pound. Yeah, the recipe says pound the chicken. I think I did that once. I don't care. And it's, again, fine every single time. You brush it both sides with either olive oil or butter, sprinkle on both sides of the chicken the mix, and you bake it for 15 to 18 minutes. I usually go up to 20 because since I'm not pounding them, they're still a little bit thicker, and it's done.
Yeah.
It's done. That is it. And we have found, my daughter actually finds it a little bit spicy. So she had the genius idea. We now serve this with store-bought guacamole and tortilla chips and like some cut vegetables or a salad. Perfect dinner. Literally, it's so fast, and every single person in my family loves it. And the best thing of all, Meg, it makes amazing leftovers. So my daughter took some leftover for school today. I took some. Well, I meant to take some for leftover for lunch today. As you're aware, I did not do that. But in the recipe, there are also a whole bunch of other spiced blends that you could, there's an Italian, a Cajun, you could use taco seasoning, you could use everything, big old spice. It's so dumb. I mean, but I feel like I sometimes get caught up. I need something new. I need something different. Really what I need is to feed people. And I need to not be doing so much takeout because we are all done with the takeout. So it's kind of silly because it's such a basic, easy recipe, but this one is so good. It is such a great back pocket recipe. Even for people who don't like to touch chicken, you could use tongs to turn the chicken over. You don't need to touch a single piece if you don't want to, Meg. So that is my awesome of the week. And I cannot believe I haven't shared it yet.
Thank you for that. Thank you for knowing and understanding and seeing me in my chicken revulsion. I was watching, Kyla and I love to watch this YouTuber, Sam the Cooking Guy, and we were watching some of his videos yesterday, and he was doing a chicken. He was actually making like his version of a Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit, like their morning chicken biscuits. And so he's getting the chicken breast out of the packaging, and he's like doing all like these things with all the packaging so he doesn't have to touch it. He's like, because I hate to touch chicken. I was like, thank you. Thank you. That's so cool. But this recipe, perfect, especially here we are. Like, I feel like for most people, whether we like it or not, these months from here to the end of the year are just so busy. You need those, like you said, a back pocket recipe where you just grab stuff, throw it together, and you've got an actual meal to serve your people or yourself. Yeah. Because the great thing about chicken breast too is so easy to adapt, whether you're feeding 2 people or 8 people. Like you just, there you go. So easy peasy. I love it.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Julie, this week I want to talk about music. I know, I understand. I am a 46-year-old woman, and I cannot stop listening to Olivia Rodrigo's new album, Guts. Where are you on Olivia Rodrigo? I feel like we've never really talked about Olivia.
We haven't. I am in the middle. My daughter hates her for some reason, so we don't listen to it very much in the house. But whenever I think this might just be an everybody loves her, so I don't reaction. I know no teenager has ever felt that way about anything before.
Yeah, no. She's very unique in that.
Right. Yes. So when Lily is around, it's still more Taylor Swift than Olivia Rodriguez. Yeah. But I do like her. I'm not deep into it. So tell me what I need to know. What am I missing?
Okay. Well, here specifically is what you need to know. So Olivia Rodrigo was not on my radar at all until her album in 2020, I believe, Sour came out, 2020 or 2021, so a few years ago. I didn't know her from anything, but she's been a Disney star, so a Disney kid star, notably High School Musical, the series. I guess she was on that. This is not my realm. So I was not familiar with Olivia. Her song Driver's License hit, and then it was like a huge thing and everybody was listening, and I liked it, and it was like, okay. So she's a kind of teenage, kind of angsty pop star. Okay. So then Guts came out this year, and the first single off of it is Vampire, which is like so like dark and edgy and just compulsively singable. Like it's such an earworm. I hear it one time and I'm singing it for days. And so when the whole album dropped, I just hit play on it. Julie, when I tell you that her album Guts for me is an absolute no skip album, I love every song on this album. Now, a lot of the millennials are saying, okay, this album is such strong Avril Lavigne vibes. Well, you and I are sort of an age where Avril, I don't know. She wasn't really on my radar either. Were you an Avril girl?
Oh no,
in the day?
I was a fan, so that actually makes me very excited to go listen to this album.
Okay. Well, here's what it's speaking to me. I wasn't an Avril girly, but this album, Guts, is giving such strong Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill vibes.
Okay, fine. I'm sold.
Right? It is so angsty. It is so scream singy. It is so like even the slower songs are just absolute gut punches. This woman she's writing lyrics. The performance is fantastic. Then, Julie, I sent you this TikTok before we started recording.
Yes.
Then I opened TikTok one day and she's covering Noah Kahan's Stick Season, which is very light and breathy and folksy and just, she can do anything. And I'm obsessed with her. And again, I realize that I should not be in the demographic that Olivia is going for, but I can't help it. I'm all the way in on Olivia Rodrigo and this album specifically. Now, it's not one you want to listen to maybe with your kids, your little kids around. It's got a lot of Olivia, she's feeling her grown-up vibes, you know? So it's got a lot of grown-up language. And that might be part of why Lily doesn't like it, because I know Lily's a little sensitive about, you know, so.
Yes. Life.
Yeah. So anyway, I just really, really super love this album. And like I said, it's an absolute no skip. And just like the energy of the album, it's so like fast paced that it is also the perfect album to listen to when you're on a walk or maybe a run. I don't run, but like you're working out, you need something kind of high energy with just enough angst to just like really get in there and get you going on whatever you're doing. I will get our Izzy. We both have dogs named Izzy. I will get our Izzy on the leash and get her out there and just like, you know, power walk through the neighborhood with Olivia going in my ears. And it's just, I love it. It's making me so, so, so happy these days. And I needed the Awesomes to know about it. So there we are.
All right. Well, listen, this weekend I will report back.
Okay. Can't wait to hear your thoughts. I really, really can't. Okay, so those were Awesomes of the Week for me and Julie. Of course, we want to hear what's awesome in your life. So again, come and find us on social media. Come over to our Instagram page at Sorta Awesome Show so you can tell us all about what's awesome in your life there. Or come to the Hangout where every single Friday we have our Awesome of the Week thread where everybody piles on and shares all of the awesome. And I know that all of us need that reminder of good and awesome things in the world right now. So come and find us in the Hangout if you haven't already. Okay, Julie, we have so much to get to. I cannot wait for the Awesomes to hear what you have brought for us. We're going to get to all of that when we come right back. We are back, and Awesomes, you guys are in for a treat because my very dear friend Julie Tepperman, who is responsible for just really providing me with a constant feed, a personalized, curated feed in my own life of what's good out there. Julie's with us today, and she's brought good stuff for you guys. But Julie, before we get into it, I need to talk a little bit about TikTok culture. And especially the part of TikTok culture, which is the sharing of TikToks. Now, as a foundational part of our friendship is TikTok. Like we have so many ways we communicate, but sometimes both of us just, you know, we get busy with life and stuff's going on, and we just start communicating in TikToks that we share. I do feel like this is such an interesting thing because I'm sure you have friends. I know I have friends who are not on TikTok. And so, and even my own 18-year-old daughter, a college freshman that is not on TikTok, she will watch TikToks I send her, but she's not on TikTok. I think it's so interesting because it really does create these different dynamics. And as I'm watching my TikTok feed, I mean, you guys, you have to know, if you know me, I send a lot of TikToks, but there's like, you have your friends, your TikTok friends, your friends that are on TikTok that, you know, like these are the kinds of TikToks like I'm going to send you. Like I'm going to send you like Taylor Swift for sure and Noah Khan and stuff like that. But like I'm going to send you, Julie, like all of the eldest daughter angsty TikToks that come across my feed. You send them to me. We vibe with that. But then I have like my friend Vanessa, who is like a couple of years younger than me, but we both grew up evangelical in Oklahoma. And so we both and we're both not evangelical anymore. And so we have this shared history. So when those TikToks come across my feed, like I send those to Vanessa. Like it's so interesting. And then I have friends who aren't on there, and I have to very carefully, I feel like, for my friend groups, I have a group text specifically where only there's 4 of us in there. 2 of us are on TikTok, 2 of us aren't. And I feel like I have to be really selective. Like I can only send the very best of TikTok to the people who aren't on there.
Yes.
Like I overthink this so much,
yes.
right? So yeah. So, you know, sending TikToks back and forth, that's like, genuinely, it adds to the universe, I feel like, of our
Totally
friendship,
agree.
right?
Yes. It's so I feel like sending TikToks is a love language.
Yes.
And there are different levels of people. So like I can send Awesome Grace. I can send certain people messages. I don't even have to watch the TikTok all the way through. I'm like, this needs to go to them immediately.
Yes.
I also feel like there are different how you send it, like the least important ones, maybe they get sent through Facebook Messenger. The ones that are like, you should watch this when you have time, those go through the TikTok app itself. But like if I'm sending you a TikTok that you need to watch this right now, that's going in the text messages.
Yes.
I mean, I've never actually put this into words in that way. It makes me think perhaps I'm on TikTok a little bit too frequently if I have this much thought, but
No,
but
I know, me
it's
too.
really, every time you need a little dose, a little dopamine, it's a great thing to spend some, 10, 15 minutes on.
Yes.
Or more.
Okay. So one thing that we often discover on TikTok and other places too, obviously, are not only product recommendations, but also just like little life hacks, which Julie, you
Yes.
have sent me so many little like tips, tricks, and hacks through the years. I always know if it's coming from you, I'm like, okay, this will make my life better immediately. So I know you have some hacks that you've kind of collected that you want to share with the Awesomes. Let's get right into that.
Okay. So you were going to laugh. My first prop, Meg, yes, I brought a can opener. Let's hope my husband doesn't need it today.
That's awesome. I love it.
I literally, I was like, okay, I think he has leftovers. He's fine. Okay. This one I actually did learn from TikTok, and it just about blew my mind when I tried it. So when I use a can opener, okay, I hold it the normal way, which is sort of the vertical way of doing, you clamp it on the top and you just kind of, you turn it like this. What TikTok taught me, you're nodding, maybe you've seen this.
I've
Maybe I
seen
sent it to you.
this.
Maybe you sent it to me sideways so that you clamp it. So it's horizontal. You clamp it onto the side and you do the normal twisting. It goes around the outside of the lid. So the entire lid lifts off. And so you're not sticking your fingers in, digging out a lid. Because when you're doing it the normal way, the lid falls in. So this way, the whole lid falls up. It lifts off. The only thing I would say is you do have to be a little careful because sometimes it will also peel a little bit of the paper. And you just want to make sure that doesn't. But that's easy to just grab as opposed to like digging your fingers into where there's sharp metal. So I have to say that really blew my mind. And when I tried it, I was over the moon excited.
I know. And I feel like this is one of those, it's like all of us collectively are like, why did no one ever tell us this? Like, this is an absolute game changer. And I will try to find a TikTok to link to in the show notes, you guys, so that you can go and see what we're talking about. If you yourself have not had your life changed by this can opener hack, we need you to be in on this. So we will find
just try it. Please just try it. Please. Just please. Okay. So the next hack in general. Okay. We have reached October, which means it is the time of year where your kids are going to tell you at 8:30 at night that they have a project to do tomorrow.
Absolutely.
So, number one, this is your reminder. Please go right now, put it on your shopping list, buy a couple poster boards, stick them behind a bookcase, know that you have them. But
Literally,
what
yes.
I wanted to share are these, it's called the Art Skills Pre-Cut Neon Shapes, okay?
Mm.
They're like, I don't know, depending on where you find them, when they anywhere between $5 and $15. These things, which are like, they're big and you can cut them smaller, but they're literally what they say they are. They're neon shapes. They're made out of that same poster board material. When you put these on a regular piece of poster board, they make everything look much more pulled together, much more professional.
Yes.
And when you keep these in your like in your supply cabinet, your art supplies, whatever, don't let your kids have them in advance.
Right.
And you
No.
whip them out, you look like a magician of a parent. And when I
Yeah.
tell you, we use these. I originally bought them for a science fair project, and I just keep buying them every fall now because we always need them. So just buy them. There's 5 in a package, something like that. Or honestly, if you have poster board at home, cut some out. It never would have occurred to me. I'm not a crafty person. So for sure, you don't need to buy them. You can just cut out other shapes, but to have them done for, especially for a full-time working parent out of the house like me, having this in my closet, life
Yes.
changer. Truly.
So
Yeah,
brilliant. I've never even seen those. That's such a
they're
great idea.
great. Walmart, Amazon, Staples. I think I first found them at Staples. They're great.
Perfect.
Okay, my next one. This is another just something that I realized that I do, and I don't think I've ever shared this. Again, now that we're in October, it is crazy to think that we are coming slowly but quickly at the same time up to Thanksgiving, which means Black Friday. Now is the time. Put a list in your phone of things that you want to replace, things that you want to buy, because otherwise you're going to get to Black Friday and you're going to say, I don't even know what I need. I don't know what I should be looking for. And you will
Right.
either buy nothing and kick yourself,
Yeah.
or you will buy things that you don't need and kick yourself. So
1000%. Yes.
this is one when you're like, oh, like I have some cookie sheets that are nonstick, and the Teflon is like just about to start coming off, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, put it on the list because we need
Perfect.
new,
Yes.
and again, you can wait a month and a half until Thanksgiving, until Black Friday. So just make an app and or make a list in your phone, and that it just, and then obviously we all get ideas. I mean, I know in the Hangout we share amazing ideas as it gets to Black Friday, but if you have your core list ready to go, if you know you need to
Yes.
replace your guest room sheets, put it on the list. So
Absolutely. Yes.
that's
So
sort of the,
smart.
yes. And my last sort of little life hack, this is unfortunately one that I have experienced personally. I know you have as well. When a parent or an immediate family member passes away, the first month you have people coming out of the woodwork to support you. They are sending food and sending gift cards and bending over backward to make your life easier. And then life kind of dies down. One
Hmm.
of my friends, for me, called me and said, so I'm bringing you dinner one day this week. You tell me which night. And it was such a gift because I'm not, I mean, like as I have told me, I'm sad but functioning. And
Yeah.
what a gift, a month and a half, 2 months after, to just have somebody say, I want to do something for you. And it doesn't have to be anything fancy. I think
Right.
she's bringing out some rotisserie chicken from the grocery store. It's perfect because I don't have to think about it and I don't have to cook it. So my
Yes.
recommendation would be to anybody looking to support somebody going through something hard, do what you want to do in the first part, but that's a really easy thing to do, after the fact, that makes your friends, your family just feel supported, loved, and cared for. So
Yeah.
that's just, yeah.
And I would say even like, you're there, maybe you do bring something in the days immediately after or around a funeral or those types of things, but then go ahead and put it in your calendar as a reminder to your own self.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
8 weeks later, do something for so and so this week.
Yeah.
Anyone who's experienced grief knows, in the earliest days and even weeks, it's just a fog. And definitely, we all appreciate support from community, from family and friends in those first days and weeks because it's hard to even function. But then as time goes on and just the true like reality really begins to set in,
Hmm.
like you said, oftentimes that is when people kind of have they see you functioning. They're like, okay, they're all good. They're fine. But then just to have like somebody think of you when you're still dealing with the reality of it day to day, it is so, so, so powerful. So if you want to be that friend, make a note to yourself somehow, some way, put a note in your calendar, in your planner, whatever, so that you can remember to do that. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
That's it for my life hacks for today.
Okay, those are life hacks. Let's talk about products, because again, this is what got me thinking like, oh my gosh, this is a whole episode as we were chatting away as we do in Voxer, and you were like, I just need to tell you about a bunch of things. So get ready. And it was like my own private podcast, but now I'm going to share the goodness with the world and with the awesomes. All right, what's on your product list that you need to tell us about?
So my first one is, you may have seen this on TikTok. Amazingly, that's not where I heard about it. This is the Typology tinted lip oil. I have it in the color ruby red. Okay, yes. It looks really dark. Here's the thing. My lips are very dry. I've been purposely.
That's gorgeous.
It is a very light. It doesn't really have a scent. Yeah. It is not sticky. It doesn't last. I mean, this is not making it through lunch, but this will stay on for the rest of the podcast. This will stay on the rest of the morning so this is just a really nice, light, I feel like put something on, make your whole face feel better, look better. Yes. So,
wow, that looks so dark in the bottle, but it's like,
I know,
it's really
don't let it
like bright and pretty on your lips.
I think that the bot, I mean, I feel like I should like swatch it on my hand and hold it up. It looks really dark, but once you put it on, it just spreads and turns into this really beautiful light red. And I think this color would work on pretty much everybody. Because it's sheer enough that, I really like it. The only thing, if I could change anything, I don't love the bottle. I feel like I'm a little nervous that it would spill and tip, but still worth mentioning, because this is a great lip color, like a lip oil. It's a wonderful lip oil. So that is item number one. Number two, so I had a funny experience when my father passed away. We didn't know it was going to happen the way that it did. So I went to go be with my family for a few days. I only packed for a few days. I did not pack everything that I needed. So I went to Blue Mercury because it's the closest product shop by my parents' house. And I went in and I was just getting some face lotion or something like that. And I mentioned to the woman why I was in town. And she gave me like 15 samples of things. And it was so kind. So, I mean, Blue Mercury person in Cabin John Ball, I appreciate you. Yeah. I told her that in person. One of the samples she gave me was the Lune and Aster, I'm going to read the name, Eclipse Volumizing and Curling Mascara. First of all, it's a tubing mascara. So as we've talked about with the tubing mascaras,
we love a tubing mascara.
It comes off with warm water, but if you don't actively use the warm water to take it off, it doesn't come off.
Right.
Guess what, Meg? Pretty cry proof. Not a waterproof mascara, but it doesn't come off or make smudges when you cry, which again, when you're in a sad situation, often you cry. It's great. I love it. It does volumize and it does curl. So you don't need to use your eyelash curler. I don't know what witchcraft, the magic they have going on, but this is a really wonderful mascara. And if you go to Blue Mercury or other places, probably also, if you ask for a sample, they will probably give you one, even if you're not going through a bad situation, because they want to sell you the mascara, so they'll let you have the sample. But it's great. It's really a great mascara.
So this is Lune and Aster is the brand.
Lune and Aster. Okay. And I like it better than the Thrive tubing mascara, just for the record. Fighting words. Those are fighting words.
No, I will try it.
Okay. So the next one is the Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Eyes to Mesmerize cream eyeshadow in rose gold. So this is the color. I don't know if you can see, because the lighting in here is not amazing.
No, but what I can see is so pretty. Oh my gosh. That's like a real rosy rose gold. Yes.
So it is described as a warm toned light pink / copper with a metallic finish. Now I'm wearing it. My glasses off.
Oh my
gosh. I'm wearing it now.
That is so pretty.
When I tell you, first of all, thank you. But when I tell you, it's almost like a mousse texture. It's not, you don't have to dig. Okay. Like, with the Jones Road, you have to the pot. There's none of that. You literally just pat it on your finger, and just from patting it a tiny bit, there's so much color, so much pigment, and it's so pretty. And it's
Yes.
one of those things that I have been using this pretty much every day. You don't need a brush, you don't need anything. You just it's great. So I really like it.
Okay.
I did do a little bit of research, by the way.
Okay.
It's expensive. This is like
Okay.
$30.
Okay.
So I mean, and not everybody has any interest in spending $30 on an eyeshadow. I sometimes do, I sometimes don't. But I did find there is a ColourPop powder dupe color wise. So you still have to
Oh,
use the brush. The
yeah.
color is called Video Night, and I haven't tried it, but it's only $4.50. So
Dang.
if
I
you like the
love,
color,
yeah, that's so pretty.
hmm
I love ColourPop, all of their
hmm
products, but their eye products, especially, I've been using it for
yeah,
years and years, way before it was carried at Target.
yeah,
It's so pigmented and it lasts for freaking forever. And I'm so
yeah,
glad you mentioned with the Jones Red. Like I have this Jones Red right here, which I
uh-huh.
love the color of, but I can't remember what the shade is. I love it, but I hardly ever use it because look how deep, I don't know if you can tell, look
I
how deep you have
know.
to
If you have
dig in.
nails, it's
And I have nails on, so it's like I can't even, I literally can't use it unless I grab a brush. And then that sort of defeats the purpose for me of having a cream.
yes, yes.
I mean, these are very
So
serious problems that we face on a daily,
I
Julie.
know. And
So
this one is actually it's a much I think it's a better pot. So
yeah.
Jones Road, Bobby Brown, if you're listening,
I mean,
love the
Bobby, what are
products,
we
the packaging.
doing? Yes.
Everyone
Yes.
has room to grow, Meg. Everyone has room to grow.
Even Bobby Brown.
We talked about this next product. This next one is the Trader Joe's Vitamin C Firming Body Butter with glucolic acid. I can't speak right now. And a bright clementine scent.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this. I grabbed this on a whim and I loved it so much that I thought it might be a seasonal item. So I may or may not have gone right back to Trader Joe's 2 days later and bought 4 more because it was like $7.
Was it still there? Was it still in
Yes,
stock? Okay.
it's still there. So I
Okay.
think this may actually be a year-round product, which so I think go and check it out. Anybody who is
I
interested.
love
Here's the
it.
thing.
Yes.
I don't know that this firms anything. Let's
That's
be
what I
very
said too.
honest.
Like,
Okay. I don't think
maybe.
it does any, but it is like a thick, beautifully scented, quick absorbing, makes your skin so soft and smells so nice lotion. Like this feels and performs like some of the very expensive body lotions that I have been
Absolutely.
given over the years. Like there was
Yes.
somebody once gave me a lotion that was like $45, which is absurd. Let's be clear. I think I like this one better.
Yeah. I love it too. In fact, I'm out right now. And I like that it's in a
I'm
tube.
smelling it.
I
Yes.
love, I do love every Trader Joe's body butter I've ever had. Here's my Brazil nut. I still
Uh-huh.
like, I didn't even hardly make a dent in it this summer because I was using the firming body butter so much.
Uh-huh.
But most of the Trader Joe's body butters are in a tub or a,
Yes.
what would you,
Like the old school what like old school like Bath and Body Works when
yeah.
or yeah, or
Um,
Body Shop too. Yeah.
yeah. So I love that the firming one, which again, I'm like, I'm skeptical that this is firming anything, but it smells so
Right.
good and it's so ultra moisturizing. I love that it's in a tube as opposed to a tub or a jar, whatever you want to call that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay.
Love it. Okay. Next. So Meg, you got a whole very long message from me about this next product, which is the Static Nails nail
Yeah.
polish remover. So here's the
Yes.
deal.
No, wait.
My
I
husband,
need to
wait,
know. I need to
yes,
say this
yes,
before you even talk
say
about
it.
it. Because for people who aren't watching this on YouTube, this nail polish remover, when you first, I just looked at the pictures in Voxer before I listened to your messages. I thought it was a
Mhm.
perfume. Like the bottle is so pretty and this does not look like your Q-Tex that you've been using since
No,
you were a teenager.
no, not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
So my husband gets migraines from the smell of nail polish remover. So I mean, I will go to the basement in the back
Oh,
room to do, I mean,
yeah.
because I don't want to give him a migraine. And I saw an ad for this years ago, and it has been living in the back of my mind because I don't want to spend $20 on nail polish remover. That's
Right.
ridiculous. Except one day I did.
Yeah.
So, and I was shocked. So you use this a little bit differently than other nail polish remover. And by the way, this can also be used to remove the glue and any residue from like the pop-on nails.
Yes.
So multi-use product, which we love. You
Yes.
put this on, you let it sit for I think 30 seconds to a minute, and then you saturate a cotton pad, around, and then you rub for however long, 30 seconds, minutes. So it takes longer, but it is there. It is. You feel like you're putting water on your nails because there's no scent. It doesn't feel oily. So if you're somebody with textural issues, and then
Yeah.
and then it comes off, you do have to work a little harder. But the thing is, you don't this is another magic product. I can't recommend this
Yes.
highly enough. I do have to say, I looked this morning. This is sold out on the website right now. They
Okay.
have another one with a rose scent
Okay.
that is in stock, but they're constantly restocking
Sure,
this.
sure,
So
sure.
if you are somebody who is scent sensitive, I know a lot of people hate the smell of nail polish remover. This is non-toxic. It's odorless. And it is really pretty. I mean, it looks like water in the bottle.
And okay, so
So
that's from the brand Static, right?
static nails. Yeah.
Static Nails. Okay, I have heard such good things about their base coat, especially people who do like
Hmm.
to wear press-ons like I do, to put on a base coat under so that you kind of just, it's another layer of protection for your natural nails. So I had told you when you were telling me about this, I was like, I've been deliberating getting the base coat because I didn't want to get, just like, it seems dumb sometimes just get one thing, but now I'm like, okay,
Yes.
maybe I'll pick up that nail polish
Two
remover
reasons.
too.
Two reasons.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, what's next?
Okay. So it wouldn't be me if I didn't have at least one, but
For
often
sure.
two various lip products. This is
Absolutely.
almost silly, but I feel like the Awesomes need to know this. This is a brand called Mad Gabs. This is the Lobster Smooch. This is a cranberry lip balm. It's like chapstick style. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm holding it up. First of all, it smells so good. Like the faintest hint of cranberry. It feels great, but there's more to it than just the cranberry lobster smooch.
Okay.
This brand, Mad Gabs, I didn't realize it, but I had used it like 10, 15 years ago, back when they only sold it in those little metal pots, those little tins that came off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You may remember there was like a purple lid, there was or a sticker
Right.
on
Oh
the
gosh,
lid.
I haven't thought about that in a long time.
Right.
Yes.
So, my daughter may or may not have taken one of mine and run it through the dryer, and which is, as it's not that big of a deal, but also it's one of my favorites.
Yes.
So, we were looking it up online because she wanted to replace it, which I didn't let her do because I have another one.
Yeah.
And I realized how many other amazing products they have. Um, they have hand care, body care, they have sun care, they have scented, they have unscented. But here's the reason I wanted to bring this up. They have all of these amazing seasonal scents. Like they have candy cane ones, and they have, there was a hot cocoa lip balm. And I was thinking, we're getting towards the time of year where you want little stocking stuffery type of things. This is a woman-owned product they give, or woman-owned business. They give back to the community. They are doing a lot of work to support
Good.
girls and learning about business and entrepreneurship. So if you're looking for a fun little thing,
Oh,
Mad
so
Gabs, check it
good.
out. I'm really impressed with them.
Could also be great teacher gifts. This is the time of year I'd
Great
love
teacher
to
gifts.
start stocking up
Yep.
on little things for teacher gifts.
Hmm.
That's so good. Okay, I'm into
Yeah.
it. Yes, I love a
Okay.
lip product.
Yes. Okay. So this one is a little funny, um, because it's about deodorant and underarms. So
We
I
have to talk about
noticed
deodorant a lot,
we
okay?
have to
It's a
talk about
fact
it.
of
We
life.
do.
Yes.
So earlier this year, like right around June, my deodorant totally stopped working. And I was
No.
like, oh, time for a new deodorant.
Yeah.
Bought a new deodorant. Didn't work. Bought another new deodorant. Only worked on one arm, on one armpit. And I was like, there's something going on here.
Yes.
Clearly, the interwebs were listening. And I was served an ad for this product. This is the Bella Skin Probiotic Underarm Toner.
Oh,
When I tell
okay.
you, this is another magic product. All you do is you spray this on your underarm, you wipe it off, and then
Okay.
you put your deodorant on. And I am telling you, it fixed everything. If
Okay.
everything, I got the watermelon scent. The scent doesn't actually matter. It doesn't stay. You just smell it for a second.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't particularly love the watermelon scent. I don't know that I would repurchase this scent, but again, I don't care because you spray it on, you wipe it off with a tissue or a piece of
Right.
toilet paper and put your deodorant on. I care much more about my deodorant scent. And your literally, it says on the bottle, your deodorant will last all day. It is 100% true. You can use it midday for a little refresh if you go to the gym. Not that I ever go to the gym, but if one were to go to the gym, one in theory could use this. Um, totally impressed with this product.
I'm
And if
so
you're
into it.
somebody who, I feel like in the perimenopause conversation, and I'm
Yes.
sure you could use it in other places. Does it use I mean, anywhere really. But anyway, I can't
Okay.
recommend this highly enough. I was really impressed with this.
I know, Julie, I've been talking for, it seems like months now about how important chlorophyll, not chloroform, everybody, chlorophyll has become in my daily routine. It
Yeah.
really has helped, but I know there are people who are a little skeptical. That's normal and natural to be skeptical about drinking
Yes.
chlorophyll, I suppose. So for the people who are skeptical about the chlorophyll, here, Julie has your alternative. You can still have that
Yes.
sort of no stinky lifestyle once a day.
It just, every time you say chlorophyll, it brings me to Billy Madison. Chlorophyll? How about borophyll?
Yes,
I've just aged
exactly.
myself. I just want to be very clear.
Oh,
There
that's
will be
so
people
funny.
listening who have no idea what I'm talking about, but it's okay.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
Next up, this is very exciting. As I have shared multiple times, my heart was a little bit broken when Benefit discontinued
Yes.
the eye makeup remover.
Do we
I
have an
have still been
update?
on the hunt. We do. It's not
Okay.
at Holy Grail level,
Okay.
but this Makeup Forever Gentle Gel Eye Makeup Remover. It's for sensitive eyes and lips. This is the best one that I have found. If like me, you don't want to use micellar water or an oil-based cleanser on your eyes, because I always find things like that give me foggy eyes.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know
Okay.
how else to. I
Yeah.
saw another website describe eye makeup as doing that, and I was like, that's exactly it.
Yeah.
It comes out looking like, I'm going to hold it. Just looks like a cream,
Yeah.
and it works really well. It's not amazing. It's not like the best thing in the
Okay.
entire world,
Yeah.
which my other one was, but this is so good that this is my second one. So when
Okay.
you've hit repurchase status, it is time to share it with the awesomes.
Yes.
So, and also because it's not a liquid, I'm not worried about throwing this in a travel bag. Sephora
Yeah.
small sizes, really, really, and there's no scent, which is also really nice.
Okay. I'm so happy for you. We had so many
Yes,
awesomes reach out with so many ideas for
yes,
you
yes,
on the eye
yes.
makeup remover. So I'm so glad you found one that,
Yeah.
yeah, it's working. So that's good.
It's working. It's working. And I'm still holding out hope. Like maybe Benefit will bring it back, but it's time for me to get over it and
Yeah.
move on. And this one, I think it will help with that.
Perfect.
Okay. Okay, so next, Meg, this is not quite at chlorophyll level, but you and I have had some conversation
Mm-hmm.
about my next product.
Yes. Yep.
All I had to do is do this, and you knew exactly what was coming.
Yes.
This is the Beekeeper's Naturals Propolis. Is it propolis? I don't know.
I say
Immune
propolis,
support.
but I don't know. I could be wrong.
I don't know. I don't know. But it's immune support. So I did not know what propolis was, and I had to do some research. It is what bees use to line the inside of their hives to
Oh.
keep germs and things out. I had no idea.
Oh my
So I guess that's why it
God.
is helpful. And I heard about this on a TikTok. I bought it because I saw it at Whole Foods or something, and it has sort of a honey taste. And the whole point, it supports your immune system is really all
Yes.
it does. And it is said on the website, beyond soothing a scratchy throat, it's daily immune support, extra defense when traveling. This one spoke to me. I felt very called out. Soothe a scratchy throat after being on Zooms all day. Okay.
Oh,
And
they saw you, Julie, and they were
they
like,
saw
this is
me.
how we write
They
the
just
copy to get
grabbed me in.
Julie to buy this. Yes.
Exactly, exactly. And it has just a vaguely honey taste. You
Okay.
give a couple sprays and you're done. Does it work? I don't know. I'll tell you,
Yes.
I've been going through a lot of stressful stuff. Normally I'd be getting sick. I have not been getting sick. Nothing else has changed but adding this in.
Okay, I am here with testimony. So you told me
Yeah.
about this a few weeks ago. I immediately bought two. I put one in a care package for Daisy because I'm like turbo obsessed with her not getting sick because she lives in a
Yeah.
college dorm, and the one that she lives in on FSU's campus is like the reputation precedes it because it's like the oldest dorm on campus. And we heard so many parents talking about, oh, when my kids lived there, they were sick all the time. So like I have
Right.
been on the defensive. So I stuck in a bottle of that in her care package, and then I had a bottle here at home for us. The other night, JK, one of our twins, came to me and said, Mom, my throat is just feeling so scratchy. It hurts when I swallow. I don't feel good. He didn't even want to eat dinner. I'd made my Pioneer Woman roast beef, which he loves. He's like, I don't feel good. I don't want to eat or anything. So I said, come in the kitchen. That's where I keep all of my little potions and stuff. I said, I don't know how this tastes because I haven't done it yet, but you're going to do a spray of this. You're going to swallow it and you're going to feel better. So we did a spray. He didn't love the taste, but it's not like cough medicine-y, like he could barely tolerate a cough medicine. So we did a spray. Julie, when I tell you the next morning he woke up and I was like, how's your throat feeling, buddy? And he's like, it feels better. No, it doesn't hurt it when I swallow it at all. Like one
Amazing.
spray and he bounced back. So I am here to testify to the propolis spray. You guys put it in your medicine cabinet right now for the season ahead. For sure.
Yeah.
That's not even sponsored, you guys. That's just actual true life story. So
however, if they're looking for sponsorship,
we're open. We're open.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Eats it, which makes toothpaste and mouthwash very challenging. And my husband found, so credit goes to Noah, something called the OxyFresh Gentle Formula Unflavored Mouthwash. Okay. It is like using water. It is, Benji has actually said it is so flavorless, it freaks him out. That's pretty much a direct quote.
Okay.
But there's no mint. There is no alcohol. It is flavor-free. There's no fluoride. So that's depending on where you're coming from. For some a pro, for some a con. But, it is completely tasteless. And so for people like Benji, who the dentist has said, he should be using a mouthwash, this is a really great product. And we have tried a ton of them. So I was going to bring it. Either had I, but Noah did some very deep dive Amazon shopping.
Noah. And thank you for your service.
Thank you, Noah Tepperman. Yes. Thank you for that.
Okay. Oh my gosh, Julie, this was such a run. Like I just am so thankful for all of the heads up on this. I know you have even more things that we need to know about. So we're going to get to the rest of your list for the awesomes when we come right back. We are back with Julie Tepperman today, who has saved up a bunch of stuff to tell you guys. She has been filling us in on everything that we need to know. And Julie, I know we were just going through some products, but you've got even just like some more stuff that are just like currently, you guys, we need to know it. She is here to inform. So what do we have?
Okay. So the next one is soap. It's soap, Meg, from the Sparta Candle Company. Now,
I'm so glad you put this on the list. Okay, Julie sent me some of these, you guys, and I have words, but I'm going to let her talk first.
Okay, so once again, this came from a TikTok. When everything was happening with Taylor Swift, when the Eras tour first kicked off, they became very famous because they made an afterglow soap, which then turned into an entire Taylor Swift like section theme of soaps and candles and all sorts of things. But here's the thing. Their soaps smell amazing. They are absolutely gorgeous. And I actually brought one. This is a hand soap in one of the bathrooms. They do a lot of like layering with soaps inside. So there's lots of pretty colors. The scent of this one is jasmine, is unbelievable. This one I brought, first of all, Lily saw me taking these out of the house this morning and she panicked. She was like, what are you doing with the soaps? She was very upset. And then she was fine. This one is called Library and it is scented with sage, lavender, and chamomile. And if you don't want to commit to a $15 soap, not being positive that you like the smell, they sell minis for $3.50. So back to the stocking stuffers.
Yes.
These are the cutest little minis. And this is in a package, so it's kind of hard to see, but they are just as gorgeous as the full size. They smell amazing.
I cannot.
They wash beautifully.
Yes.
I have to say this because I just realized, Meg, they also sell body lotions that match the soap scent.
Oh my gosh.
And
just changed my life. Okay.
I know. So this website, I mean, and the other thing, like it's a small business.
It's a
They're
small
in the Blue Ridge
family
Mountains.
business. Yes.
It is. You know how sometimes you support certain businesses and you just feel so great about it.
Yes.
They could charge way more money.
Oh yeah.
And they don't. They also throw in little samples if you buy things from them. So I was thinking, if you're talking about teacher gifts, hand lotion and matching soap would be amazing.
Yes.
Or birthday presents or shower gifts, things like this. This makes somebody feel really pampered and loved. And I'm trying to think if there's any, I can't rave about these enough. Some of them are really funny. Like they have one, again, TikTok. I'm sorry for the people who aren't TikTok people. Do you remember the whole It's Corn trend, that song?
Yes.
They have a soap called It's Corn, and they have a little soap corn in the middle of it. So they have some that are funny and beautiful, and I cannot recommend them highly enough.
You
And
guys,
yes, I brought a soap to work. This is so weird.
yes. And your office probably smells amazing, because here's
It
what I need
does.
for everyone to know about these soaps. It will scent your entire, like we use them as hand soap in our downstairs
Yes.
bathroom. I can't even bring them to show you because we used all of those soaps, every single one of them. You know, sometimes like you start a soap and then it kind of like sits around or whatever. No, we
Uh-huh.
went through every single one of those soaps. They do wash so beautifully. The smell permeates the room that it's
Mm-hmm.
in. Even before
Yep.
you take it out of the package, it
Yes.
smells
Yes.
so good. And they are so pretty to look at. You guys, you get on the Sparta. Is it Sparta Candle Company or Sparta Soaps?
It's called Sparta Candle Company. And
Okay.
by the way, I did buy my sister-in-law one of their candles, and she said it smelled amazing.
Yeah.
So I trust that as well.
You need to get on this right now. Get your orders in now for the holiday season,
Mm-hmm.
because again, it's a
Mm-hmm.
small family business. It's all handmade. Do it now.
Yep.
You will not be sorry. They're amazing. I'm so, like, I had seen them on TikTok before you sent those to me, and to actually get to experience them, OMG, they are next level. They are God
They
tier
are.
soap. So I can't
They're
wait to try a body
amazing.
lotion. So,
And
hey.
I have to say, the River Rocks one, I don't have it because I bought that for my mother, is one of the most gorgeous soaps I have ever seen in my life. I
Yeah.
just feel like the world needs to know that. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's another well, I guess is a soap a product, whatever. It is what it is.
It's a product, but it's also a heads up to get yourself to the website like now
Yes.
and get your orders
Yes.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. Do it now. They'll come eventually because they do take I mean, it's a small family business.
Yes.
So you have to give them a little bit of lead
Yes.
time. Okay, so next, this is funny because this had been on my mind to talk about, and then it actually came up in the hangout yesterday. Tank tops, camisoles. Now, I am from the generation that I wear a lot of tank tops and camisoles underneath things. I feel like it's a very elder millennial slash Gen X thing to do. For a long time, I was wearing, they were called maternity tank tops. They were from Target. They were
Yes. I wore
very
those for
inexpensive.
years. Yes.
Yeah, not lined, no shelf bra, just like a thin layer that it wasn't tight enough to make you feel uncomfortable or compressed. And mine were gross. They were faded, they were pilled. And so I went on a quest to find new ones. And I actually found on Etsy, there is a store out of LA called Curve with a K,
Okay. Uh-huh.
Kurve. The basic seamless cami is, I think it's 11 or $12. It is very soft. It is light. It is stretchable. They have sizes from extra small to extra, extra large. They it's made out of, like, I think a nylon and spandex mix. So they
Okay.
really have a lot of stretch.
Yeah.
And again, no shelf bra. So for somebody like me, I can't use a shelf bra.
Right.
Just a great basic layering piece. But if you go to the Etsy, they may have another website as well. I'll look into it so we can put it in the show notes.
Yeah.
They have got so many colors that you don't need to just do white, black, or gray. They have fuchsia, they have purple, they have
Oh,
nude, they have
fun.
chocolate brown. So it is, I can't tell you how much I love these. I just actually bought some more because Lily has started to take some of mine because some of her school shirts are a little bit thinner than she'd like them to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're great. I really love them. So I
Love
cannot recommend
it.
these highly enough. Yeah.
So great. I also, I mean, yeah, we're not millennials technically, but that millennial trend of tanks under things, like I still do that. It's just some tops just call for it, you know. So
Yeah. Yeah.
love it.
Agree. Okay, so the next thing, this is funny. I'm looking at it. This one I'm not lifting up, even though I
Okay.
could. This is a space heater, Meg.
Oh,
My office is freezing cold.
okay.
Freezing cold. People will walk into my office. This is going to sound fancy. It's not. I'm in a corner office. All it means is I have two walls to get
Yeah.
cold from. And this building, I think, was built in the 60s. The
Yes.
airflow, it's not great. My office is freezing. People will walk in and say, "Oh my God, why is it so cold in here?" Which really validates me and my
Yeah.
feelings. And after freezing my butt 9 months of last year, I finally got a space heater.
Oh,
Now, here's the
good.
thing. This is a little bit on the pricey side. It's $79, but I bought it because of the safety features. It has, first of all, it has a tip protection. So if a child were to push it over, it immediately turns off. It has a cool touch case on the outside, so it doesn't ever feel hot. It has a thermostat to it, so you can set it to the temperature. You can set it for a certain amount of time. And most importantly to me, it has these advanced safety features. So it has this auto safety shut off. So if it gets too hot, it'll turn itself on.
Okay.
And that's really important to me because, I actually know somebody who there was a fire because of a space heater.
Right.
So if I were to forget or leave or for whatever reason, I don't have to worry that this one is just going to keep going all night long and start a fire. Yeah. So, and it works so quickly and so well. I am in love with this little space heater. So I feel like the world needs to know.
'Tis the season for a good,
it is the season.
Safe space heater. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, does that bring us to the end of our list?
It almost does, except for I have a couple add-ons.
Okay.
But I'll go quick because this is another one that I texted you. It's really just one. It's a bag. Hold on a second. It is the purse that I'm using right now. I sent you a picture of it.
Yes. Which is
this bag,
gorgeous.
Okay, so let's talk about this gorgeous, beautiful bag, which came from Amazon and was like $30.
Yes.
For people not looking at this on YouTube, this looks like actual leather.
It
okay,
does.
It's that vegan leather.
Yeah.
I've gotten more compliments on this bag, and of course, I have to tell everybody it was $30 from Amazon.
Yes.
The name of it is weird. It's the HKCLUF crossbody bag for women. And it comes with 2 different straps that you can choose from.
So pretty.
It has a fabric lining, which makes it look even nicer.
Yes.
Tons of internal and external pockets. 1 magnet external pocket, 1 zipper external pocket.
Brilliant.
The whole thing zips on the top, so you don't have to worry about somebody taking something or something spilling.
I was going to say, or your bag dumping over in your car, which is what happens to me.
I was just going to say that has never happened to me. I know not of what you speak. But there are also tons of colors, tons of them, like at least 15, 20 colors, and they're real. And they're waterproof. They're waterproof, Meg.
Hello.
So
hello and thank you.
Yes. So right now, I checked this morning, they're listed as $35, but you can click the little thing and you get a 15% off coupon on Amazon.
Okay.
So if you are looking for a new bag, or if you're looking for a gift for someone, I can't even tell you how much I love this bag. Yeah. And I'm really excited about it. So that Meg is officially the end of the list.
Julie, bless your heart. And thank you so much. This was so much good stuff. I mean, truly, like I said, you always have a good lineup for us, but I feel like you really went above and beyond, and truly in the midst of, as you mentioned, going through personal hard time with losing your dad, and then also the situation in Israel. Just there's so much. And for you to take the time out to just talk to us about just like regular things that are going to like make our lives so much better. I just am so thankful, truly, truly so thankful. So thank you for your time.
And my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
For all of the, all of that research that you do for the Awesomes. It's very important. It's all in service to the Awesomes, right?
Somebody has to do this. And I'm happy for me to be that person.
Okay. Now I know you're not really so much an Instagram girly, and you are on TikTok, but who wants to be found on TikTok? Not us. So where's a good place if people do want to connect with you to talk about all things awesome?
I am in the Hangout and the Superstars group at least 2 or 3 times a day.
Okay.
So that is really the best place to find me. And I am definitely a lurker on Instagram. So, I check my messages there, but really the Hangout's the way to go.
Okay, awesome. Well, you can find me on social media at Sorta Awesome Meg. Again, you can find Sorta Awesome just by searching Sorta Awesome wherever you are. You can find us there. Really, you guys, it's the time of year. Come over and join us in the Hangout if you haven't in the past, or maybe you know how Facebook is. Maybe it kind of fell out of the algorithm for you. So come over and check out what we've have going on in the Hangout. We'd love to have you there. Julie, again, thank you so much. You always bring so much awesome. So thank you. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you, Meg.
All right. Awesome. Thanks so much for listening. We'll see y'all next time.